Are you frustrated with the rate at which your Facebook group is growing? Are you struggling to get people to join your Facebook group? Are you sitting there and you're saying, I can't remember the last time I welcomed more than a couple of people into my group? And you're just feeling like it's never going to happen. I'm never going to get there. Well, guess what? You are in the right place today. Today, in this training, you are going to learn 5 ways to grow your Facebook group with the right people in a simple and organic way. We're talking about nothing paid. It won't cost you anything but your time. All right. Are you ready to learn? Hello. I'm so glad to see so many of you on with me today. Okay, so my first question for you is this. This is going to be one of those duh, but I'm going to ask it anyway because I think it's important for us to share this. Do you want a steady stream of your perfect people joining your Facebook groups each and every week? Give me some yeses and nos. Is that what you want to have happen? I can't wait to see these comments. I'm very much imagining things beyond yes and no. Okay, so I'm seeing some yeses. I'm seeing lots of hellos and highs. Hello, everybody. It's so good to have you. So the question is, do you want a steady stream of people joining your Facebook group each and every week? Okay, I love this. Yes. Okay, lots of yeses. I missed the question. Okay, do you want a steady stream of your perfect people joining your Facebook group each and every week? That was the question. Okay. Lots of yeses, 100%. I want more amazing people in there. Okay, where was this one? Hold on, there was another one. Yeah, love that. Yes, of course. Yes, it's an of course kind of answer, right? It's an of course kind of answer. Okay, I want to do one quick thing here before we get going too far. If you have not, see how this says Facebook user? That means I don't know who you are. You have to give permission to StreamYard. I use StreamYard to stream into all of these places. You have to basically say, it's okay to give them my name so I can see you. All you got to do is click on it once. So www.streamyard.com/Facebook, and then your name will show up in here. Okay. Just want to get that out of the way. All right. Now, next question. How many people do you want joining your group each and every week? We're doing a little bit of manifesting here. How many perfect people do you want joining your group every week? Is it 3, 5, 20? You set the goal. You decide what you want. Okay. Just remember, you're going to do something with those people. It's not just a, hey, you come on in and then I'm just going to ignore you. No. We're going to talk about that. But I want to know how many you all want to see. Okay. 10 people. Nice goal. What else we got? 5 would be nice. Okay. I like it. Realistic goals. What say the rest of you? How many people are you wanting? Here's what I would say. Man, I love you, Nicole. 100 each and every week. Woo! Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay. I would love it. Hey, we did say we were manifesting all of this, right? So if you're going to go, why not go big, right? All right. Let me go back to your comments so I don't lose anything here. Okay. Here is what I want to make sure you understand before we just jump into the 5 ways that you can grow your group. It's not a, what is the term that's always out there? Now, most of the time we're talking about posting. Oh, post and pray. That's what it is. It's not a post and pray. It's not a, if I build it, they will come. If just because you have a Facebook group does not mean it's just going to be filled automatically with all of your perfect people. It's not luck. It takes strategy and maybe a little bit of work. Okay. You don't want to spend money on ads. I totally get that. I'm the same way. I want to grow organically. I want to grow simply. I want to make sure that I get the right people. And that takes strategy. Okay. If you are new to my world, my name is Jamie Hain. I am a video and growth coach. And I will share that a year and a half ago, my Facebook group, many of you are in there. It's called Get on Camera, was dead. I mean, it was so dead. I didn't even hear crickets. That's how dead it was. And over the last, honestly, I set myself a goal of 60 days. I was ready to shut it down, turn it all off. Many of you have heard me tell this story before, and I completely transformed it. And what I found is that it takes these 6 key strategies they're kind of like gears. And when you focus on all of them, think about, let's just do this. Think about 6 gears here, right? If I only focus on one, how fast is that machine going to move me forward? It's not, because it's only one gear out of 6 that are turning. You got to get all of them turning, and that's how you ignite your Facebook group. That's the strategy that I figured out. Trial and error. The good news is you don't have to go through trial and error, right? So we are going through some of these modalities this month in here. Last week we talked about how do you get 5 ways to get more engagement. If you missed that video, the link is up above or down below. I can't remember which way it is. If you want to go back and watch it, don't watch it now though. Stay with me here. And then today we're talking about growth. Next week, we're going to talk about all 6 of those gears, if you will, and why you need to get all of them going. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to share this with you. Also, while I'm on it, if you already know that this is an area of your business that you want to work on, that you want to spend time on here, that you want to go in depth with me on those 6 different areas, sign up for the wait list for my next program, which is called Ignite Your Facebook Group. There's no pressure. There's no commitment. That link is up above or down below, depending on your perspective. You will be the first to hear details of that new program. That is all going to come out on Monday. And for those on the wait list, you get a special price that is not going to be offered anywhere else. And I'm telling you, I can't believe I'm even doing it. It is a really good discount. So get on the wait list, come and join me. Let's dive into all of this. Okay. Now, I know you're here for the 5 ways, but I want to touch on this thing that we talked about earlier, because it is very, very important. Okay. I want you to realize that these new people coming in, let's go back to some of those numbers. You all manifested this, right? 150, 100 people, dream big. Yes, exactly. Okay. You're getting all of these people coming into your group. You need to do something with them. Imagine, if you will, you're having a party and you got people coming over to your party. Are you going to not go talk to them? Are you not going to welcome them? Are you not going to have a conversation with them? I mean, maybe if you've got this massive party like you're Jennifer Lopez and you got all these people, but I bet you even Jennifer Lopez tries to work the room and goes around, makes sure to talk to people, right? You have to recognize that when you have a Facebook group and you welcome new people into your group and then you do nothing to connect with them, that's the equivalent. You're ignoring them. The people who are joining your group, at the moment they are joining, are one of the warmest leads you're going to have in your group. They have the most interest. There was some sort of problem or challenge they're having. Your content spoke to them and they thought, oh my gosh, yes, I need this. I need to be in this group. This is going to help me with my problem, with my challenge, with my goal, even if you want to take the more positive. And then you ignore them. It's about making sure that you look at them, these perfect people, with that kind of perspective. Okay. So I just don't want you to lose sight of that, right? The other thing that I want to touch on here, we'll call these little call outs, if you will. It's not just about numbers. It's about getting the perfect people. Now, for some of you are coaches and course creators. Some of you are entrepreneurs. Some of you do some really cool things and have really cool, unique businesses. Like I know Nicole is in the travel space. Okay. And so you can sit there and you can say, I serve anyone, men, women, children, everybody I can help. Okay. I hear you. However, got to be the right men, women, and children. Because if you get the wrong people into your group, it can have devastating effects. Okay, if you want a group that people are active in and engaged in, and they're all the right people who are interested in you and your offers, you got to make sure you're getting the right people in. So don't lose sight of that one either. Okay, sometimes it's not just about the numbers. Yeah, Emily's got it here. Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Okay, here's what I will say. I want to say one last thing, and then we'll get into the 5 things. I have, in the grand scheme of things, a relatively small group. Okay. My group, the Get on Camera group now, it's just under 1,200 people in that group. And I'm making all the revenue. I mean, everybody wants more revenue, right? But the revenue that I'm making out of that Facebook group is paying my bills and a little bit more. It doesn't have to be a 20,000 member group. It doesn't even have to be a 1,000 member group. You can make money. You can sell your offers and programs if you have the right people in your group, even if it's small. Don't lose sight of that. Okay. Soapbox over. Let me see if there's any other cool comments I want to show before we get into the 5 ways. Okay. Yes, Emily, I can see who you are now. Yes. And the good news is when you give credit, everybody else can see Emily too. Yay. Everybody meet Emily. Emily's awesome. Emily helps VA. So if you are a VA, you need to connect with Emily. Okay. Let's see here what else we got. You guys are all excited for strategy. Somebody was here when my Facebook group was dead. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love you all. Speak to us, wise one. My deals are amazing. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on here, but I had a call earlier this morning and now this call. You all are giving me all the feels. You are seriously pumping me up here today. Okay. Are you ready to get into this? Are we ready to get started? I mean, come on, Jamie. It's been 10 minutes and you haven't even given them one tip. What gives? You actually have gotten some tips, hopefully some very valuable tips and insights. But what you are here for is the 5 ways that you can grow your group. All right, so let's get into that. Number 1, encourage your existing members to invite their friends. If you are building connections with the people who are already in your group and every single one of them invited a friend or invited a 2 friends, that would double or triple your group size. And yet we forget about it. We forget to ask them. If you are, and there's a couple ways that you can do this. One is you make sure that you're giving so much value and so much awesomeness in your group that you don't even have to ask because they're going to be telling their friends because it's awesome and they like to hang out there and they want to be in there. And so of course they're going to tell their people. Okay. So 1, that's almost got to be a given. Number 2, you got to remind them. You got to ask them to do this. Now, do you need to do this every day of the month? No, that's probably a bit too much. But once a month, twice a month, why not do a post? Why not go live and say, hey, if you know other cool people like you that need to be in this group, invite them. Like I could say that to you all right now. Hey, each and every one of you, there's how many are on here? There's 15 of you on with me live. There's probably going to be a bunch more of you watching the recording. If you know somebody awesome that like all of us that needs to be in this Facebook group, invite them to join us. That's it. That's all it takes. I would say on average, I probably get 2 or 3 people joining my Facebook group each week from being invited by somebody else. 2 or 3 a week, just from that. Okay, so that was number 1. Encourage your existing members to invite them. You can remind them. There's so many different ways that you can do that. Hopefully, I gave you some ideas anyway. Okay, let me make sure there's no comments or questions. Invite a friend. Yes, I like this idea. Me too. I'm glad I pump you up. Okay, Emily says, am I really not going to tell you about the program until Monday? Maybe, maybe not. You're just going to have to wait till the end of this. Okay? All right. Oh, so much fun. All right. Are you ready for number 2? Finally, Jamie, get to the point here. Number 2, use all the parts of your Facebook. Use your personal profile to make friends. That is what it's designed for. Make friends. And then invite them to your group. Now, I'm going to give you a call out here, okay? The minute you invite somebody and they accept your friend request, you are not sending them an invite. That is like the equivalent of it is our first date and you're already going way too fast for me, okay? You want to make a connection with these new friends. Be friendly. Connect with them. Say hi to them. Talk to them. And then invite them to your group. Okay. Just like we talked about inviting your existing members to invite their friends, do a post once a month, do a post once a month or twice a month on your personal profile that says, hey, are you in a group? Did you know I have a group? If you're interested in this, come on over. That's all it takes. Okay. Just don't invite people who you don't know for sure if they're your perfect person. If you just made a friend, you don't know that they're your perfect person. Make sure. That's how you make sure that you are driving the right people into your group. It's also going back to number 1, the reason I say to my existing members, if you know other cool people, like we don't want non-cool people. We only want cool people. So if you know cool people, invite them. If they're like you, I'm going to want them in this group. Same thing on your friends. Be careful there, right? If you are, I did a training on how to use your personal profile as a very tip top of your sales funnel. If you want that video, just in the comments say, give me the video on personal profile and I'll send you the link. Okay. If you are just accepting every single friend request and you are friending everybody that Facebook recommends, you got people on your profile, you don't know if they're your perfect piece of people. So be careful there, okay? The other thing that I will say in here is the invite does not have to be through your group invite. That gets all messy and that gets complicated. We're not going to go into that today. It's simply making sure they have the link so that they go through your proper way of joining your group. Okay, just want to call that out. All right, that's number 2. Use your personal profile, make friends, invite them to the group if you think it's a fit. All right, let me see if there's any comments or questions. Okay. All right, I don't know who this is, but somebody's asking for the personal profile, and you got it. You got it. I will send it to you. It'll be later today, but I'll get it out to you. Okay. I got a networking call later today, and I got a one-on-one later today, so it may even be tonight, but I'll get it to you, I promise. All right, that was number 1 and number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is my favorite. And 3 is my favorite number. So there's some intention behind there. I'm just saying. Promote your group in other groups. Find out where your perfect people are hanging out. Make sure you're hanging out there too. And look for opportunities where you can talk about your group in that group. Okay. There are lots and lots of groups that allow promotion. There are paid promotions as well, but you don't have to pay. You can absolutely just take advantage of promo posts. Hold on, Matt here. Okay. You can take advantage of promo posts. You can take advantage of doing podcasts, of going live in other people's groups, of interviews. In fact, I'm doing a Beyond the Camera show tomorrow with the wonderful Devika Saha. That's an opportunity, right? She's promoting in my group about her group. Look for those kinds of opportunities. I would say this one right here is the one where I get the most amount of people. Just to give you some perspective or just some numbers, my last challenge, my Go Live challenge, which was in January, I had 127 people register for that challenge. That was the biggest number of registrations that I've had to date. Of that 127 who registered for that challenge, over 90 were brand new to me. That means new to my email list, new to my Facebook group. And the majority of those came from promoting in other people's groups. So it's possible. And that's not just a fluke. I consistently see those kinds of numbers when I super focus on promoting something like this. Now, I want to give you a little bonus tip here. Most people do not want to join another group. They're already in 700. They don't need 701 groups to be part of. Nobody can be active in that many groups. Okay. They don't want another group. So promoting your group and saying, it's so awesome. It's so fun. It's a great community. They're going, yeah. So are the other 700 I'm in. Okay. What they want is what happens in the group. So when you are promoting your group, it's not just, hey, I got this group. Well, big whoop. No. Hey, I'm doing this thing on Thursday. Create urgency and scarcity. I'm doing this thing on Thursday. If you want this thing on Thursday, come and join my group. That's how you get people in. It's the thing they want. They'll join the group to get that thing. Okay. All right. Let me make sure there's not any questions on this one. Everybody. Oh, thank you. I love my challenge too. Okay. Emily says, did you get registrations mostly from your group? No, of the 127, I want to say it was right around 90. I don't have the number here. Do I have the number? Oh, I had 131 register. I was incorrect. 25 of them were already existing. So what's that? That's over 100 new people. Whew. Okay. Looking at, make sure there's no other comments. Hold on here. All right. An aha already happened. I'm changing up what I say to promote my groups. Now you understand why, right? Promote the thing that they want. They will join the group to get it. I promise. Okay. Thank you. I tried to be brilliant. All right. Are you ready for number 4? Are you ready for number 4? All right. Facebook is a search engine. Whether you recognize it or not, you can search for things in Facebook, and your perfect people will search for things. If they're trying to find a group to belong in, to be part of, they're going to search. And so making sure that you have the right keywords in 2 places. In the name of your group, don't give me flack on this. I promise I'm going to talk more about it. So just wait. No screaming at the messenger here. And 2, your about. Okay. Now, I know you love the name of your group. I get it. I'm not suggesting that you change the name of your group. I'm suggesting that you add on to the end and make sure that there are some keywords there. Okay. If my group is called Jamie's Funhouse, okay, let's all admit it. My group is fun. Jamie's Funhouse is a fun title. You all are excited about being here. Jamie's Funhouse. That's the new name of my group. Are people going to search for any of those keywords to find a group to belong in? No, no, unless they're literally looking for like a fun house at a circus, they're not going to search. That keyword search is not going to be there. Okay. But if you love the name Jamie's Fun House, just add some words to the end that are keyword searchable. Okay. Jamie's Fun House, a video and Facebook groups and whatever you want to do, however many characters you have there. Okay. If you are still adamant that you don't want to mess with the name of your group, which by the way, you can change the name of your group every 30 days. I do not recommend this, but you can up until the point where you have 5,000 members in your group. Okay. My guess is if you're watching this video, you are nowhere near 5,000 members in your group. But once you hit that, then you're locked in. You can't change it anymore. So there's plenty of opportunity to play with that. Okay. But if you're adamant and you're like, no, my group name is perfect, I don't want to mess with it, I don't want to change it, I don't want to do any of that, then get the keywords into your about section. Specifically the first part of it, because that's where the keyword search is going to trigger for you. Okay. I don't know that I have a number here. I used to have an entry question that said, where did you hear about this group? And I don't know. I'm guessing here at best, but I probably saw, maybe 2 or 3 a month that would say Facebook recommended. That's the search feature. Okay. So don't underestimate that power. If people are searching for what you do and you get those words into your name or your about section, you're going to get people that join for you didn't even do anything. It's like the easiest, simplest, freest way. All you got to do is put some keywords in there. Okay. All right. Let me check comments. Hold on. You guys are so awesome. If they know you, they would search the word fun. See, but that's just it. They don't know me yet, right? Okay. Come on, 5,000 members. Woo! Oh my gosh. See, it is Jamie's Fun House. That will be just what we privately call it. How's that sound? Is that just us? Okay. Hold on. The comments are coming in so fast. I can't keep up. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Not just the freebie, the teaching, the interview topic coming up immediately. Okay, so I'm guessing this is back to what you're promoting here. This honestly gets into what is your sales funnel. And I'm not talking about the tech. I'm talking about the process by which you guide people to purchase from you. And you have a sales funnel, whether you know it or not, it just may not be effective. So there's intention behind it. And I'm a big believer in everything that you do in Facebook, in your business needs to be intentional and with purpose. Like, why am I doing this activity? Why am I posting this? Why am I sharing this? Why am I promoting this? It's all to drive to a certain thing. Usually it's whatever you're promoting that week, that month, whatever else it is. So if your freebie is connected to your group in some way, that's great. If you're doing something awesome, here's what I kind of tend to do on this freebie thing. If I'm doing something awesome in my group, like this series on Facebook groups, I know there's a lot of people want to join us for that. So I'm only promoting that. I'm promoting, like the promoting that I've done over the last week has all been about this live right here. Next week, I'll switch it up and I'll be promoting what next week's live is all about. If I have a topic, like I know there's some coming up in March that I have planned, and I'm like, I don't know that I'll really promote that event. Like, I don't think that event's going to make people come and join my group. I know it's valuable to all of you in the group, but would an outsider want to come in just for that? Is it juicy enough to come in? Probably not. So that week, I probably will promote my freebie and not my group. So that's the kind of logic there. Hope that helps. Okay. Emily, I see your question there. I'll come back to your specific question about your name. Okay. Stephanie says, how do you find the best keywords? Okay. Are you ready for this? You ready? You ready for the answer? Talk to your people. Do some market research. I will tell you, I did some market research for somebody last week? Maybe 2 weeks ago. If she's on, she can tell y'all, but I will tell you, I'm not gonna call her out. So she asked if I would do some market research, and we started with a survey. She sent me a survey, and I filled out, it was like 5 or 6 questions, something like that. And at the end of that survey, I went, you know what? I held back. And it wasn't intentional holding back. It was, my mind went, okay, I have to be concise in my answers inside this form. My brain just went to organization. And so I reached out to her afterwards and I said, listen, I did your survey, but I'll be honest, I held back. And it wasn't intentional, but it was more about being succinct. I didn't think you wanted a 3-page essay inside that question. And so I said, if you want to know more, like, I'm happy to jump on a call with you, or let's just message here on Facebook and ask me questions, and we'll go from there. And she thanked me and she was very happy. And so she said, yeah, I've just got a couple of follow-up questions. And so we went back and forth, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times, something like that. And at the end, she was like, oh my gosh, like, you've given me so many great words that I can not only put into my content, that I can put into all of these other places. The most important thing that I can tell you is use their words, not yours. You have bias. You know the technical name for different things. Those names are not going to resonate with your perfect people in the pain that they're in. You got to speak to their pain point and use their words. Okay. So for example, let me think if I can come up with an example here for you, Steph. I know what we'll do. I love doing I'm a chef because I'm a bad cook. So let's say I'm a private chef and I want to get into the mindset of my people, right? And so I know that my Facebook group, I'm going to teach you personal chef skills. I'm going to teach you pairing and rimming, and I'm coming up with very technical, like, these are the key words that you need to learn, okay? But if I'm so that would be great if I'm targeting professional chefs, because they know what those words mean. But if I'm targeting, as a private chef, I'm targeting, millionaires that want me to just cook their meals for them. They don't know what any of those words are. So they go, oh, that's not for me. She's not for me because I don't even know what that is. We don't want to feel stupid. We don't want to be embarrassed. We don't want to ask. We just go, not for me. You got to use the words they would use. Okay. So understanding what they're going to say, what their problems and challenges are, the only way you're going to get that is by asking them and talking to them about it. So yes, you can do a survey. Yes, you can do a post. Just remember, on the survey and the post, they're going to be limited. They're going to constrict because nobody wants to write a 3-page book. So follow up, have conversations in Messenger. I had somebody reach out yesterday and ask about the new Ignite program. And she's like, please, will you just tell me a little bit about it? I want to know a little bit about it. And so I said, okay, I'll tell you a little bit about it, but here's the trade. Can I pick your brain? And she's like, of course. So I asked her 2 or 3 questions. She gave me gold. And that just helps me get more into that mindset that I can use those words on my landing page and my posts and my content and all of that places. Okay, we are completely off track. But Stephanie, I hope this helped you. Okay? I hope this helped. Let's see here. Hold on. Yes, the link to join the wait list is either up above or down below, depending on where you're watching. I'll pull it up here on the screen here in a little bit. Okay. Another good question. When you're promoting your event and someone says they want to come, do you reply with your link or send it in the DMs? Okay. It depends on your objective, intent, purpose. Okay. As with everything, I'm always going to go back to those things because that's how important it is. If you don't have time to connect with all of those people, let's just say this. Let's say you do a post on a Friday afternoon and you say, who wants the training that I'm doing tomorrow? And you're like, oh, shoot, it's date night. We're going out for pizza and movies. I don't have time to reply to all those people. Then you're going to drop the link because you don't have time to connect with each and every person. Okay. But I suspect what you're wanting to do is you're wanting that post where you offer something to get lots of comments. The minute you drop the link to that thing, you're not going to get any more comments because they don't need to comment. They already have the link. It's right there. So what you're wanting to do is create a little bit of FOMO and say, I'll DM you the link. I'll send you the link. Can I send you the link? Do you want the link? What that does is it makes it easier for that person. I mean, who here has lost links that somebody tagged you in and you're like, oh shoot, they sent me that video. I got tagged in it. I can't find it. I'll never find it. But you know what? If I DM it to you right there in Messenger. Okay. So it benefits that person as well. The other thing that it does is it creates some FOMO. Everybody else is seeing all those comments and they think, oh, Jamie's sending her the link. I want the link. Send it to me. How do I get it? And all of that conversation, all of that connection, all of those comments feeds the algorithm. And that post is shown to more people. So that's the intention or the thought process behind that. I hope that answers your question, Emily. Okay. We've gone through 4. It's been 30 minutes. I got 1 left to do, and then I still got to wrap us up. So I'm definitely going over my 30-minute self-imposed time limit here today. That's okay. Hopefully you're getting value out of this. All right. Number 5. This will be a fast one. Don't lose sight of other channels. Okay. Here's what I want to make sure you understand. Facebook groups is probably the hottest thing Facebook has going for it. There are people who may prefer another platform. They may prefer Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok or whatever else it is, but they still go to Facebook for the groups. So don't feel like, I know sometimes we get in this habit of like, people who are on LinkedIn, people who are on Instagram are not going to come over to Facebook. Well, that's probably true in terms of just scrolling and searching their feed. We all kind of have a preference, a place where we usually want to spend our time. But we will go into a Facebook group for a specific event, for a specific training. So don't lose sight of the fact that you can invite people in all of those other platforms, assuming you're on them, into your Facebook group. Now, what I will say, I'm going to put a little asterisk on that. Don't go and start taking all of this action to go into other platforms if you're not already there. I'm a big believer in, and I will tell you, my business completely changed when I got really clear on this. When I focus on one platform, for me, it's Facebook. And that doesn't mean that I completely ignore the others, but they're just not my priority. Facebook is my priority. My business took off because I was super focused and I wasn't pulled in 5 different directions on 5 different platforms. Okay. So don't mishear me on this. Don't go and join a whole bunch of other things to bring people over to your Facebook group. There's plenty of people on Facebook. Facebook is not dead. Anybody who tells you that is trying to get you to buy their other program on another platform. Okay. If you are already on those spaces and you're already active in those spaces, invite those people into your Facebook group. You'd be surprised at how many of them will come on over for a group, for the thing that happens in the group. Okay. All right. What questions do you have on any of the 5 that we have covered here today? I'm going to do a quick review. And then I'll take some questions that you have. Yes, I am going to give you a little sneak peek at what's going on with Ignite, your Facebook group. I'll talk a little bit about it. And then we will wrap up today. So maybe 5 more minutes. For those of you that are like, how much longer is she going to talk? 5 more minutes. Let's put a timer on it. Let's see if I can hit it. All right. So let's review 5 ways. Number 1, invite your existing members. No, let me say that differently. Encourage your existing members to invite their cool friends to the group. If they're getting value, if they're loving it, have them invite their friends. Cool friends only. Number 2, use all of Facebook. Use your personal profile to make friends, to make connections, and invite them into your group. It is all part of your sales funnel. And everybody that said, I want the training on profiles, I'll get it to you. Okay. Number 3, my favorite, promote it in other groups. But call out. Remember, they don't want another group. Nobody wants another group. We want what happens in the group. Okay. Number 4, keywords, super, super important. Okay. Search is a real thing. People will search for your group and find your group. And you don't even know that's going to happen. Those are like bonuses. Those are awesome when that happens. And then finally, other channels. Make sure that if you're on other channels, you're encouraging those people to join your Facebook group as well. They will come over from that channel for a group. I promise. They won't necessarily come over for what's on the feed. Okay. So just make that, just calling that out. Okay. Let's see what questions you have, if anything. Oh, okay. Emily says, do you ever suggest offering something to people who invite their friends? Okay. Here's the risk. This also plays into market research a little bit. I get questions a lot from clients that say, should I offer them like a $5 gift card if they do market research? Here's what's going to happen. The people who want that thing that want that $5 gift card, that want whatever your reward is. So if I invite a friend, I'm going to get a $5 gift card from Starbucks. I'm going to invite 10 friends, and I'm going to get $50 Starbucks gift cards. I'm going to invite everybody because I want the Starbucks gift card. You're going to get people that you may not want coming into your group. So be careful there, right? Same thing applies to market research. If you offer a $5 gift card, if you do market research, everybody's going to go do that. You'll, heck yes, I'll fill out your survey if I'm going to get Starbucks out of it. Yeah. But I'm not your perfect person. Your perfect person is your super fan who loves your content, who loves what you do. That's the person you want to clone. You want 10 more. I want 10 more Emilys. I want 10 more Emilys in my group. Okay. So I want to make sure that Emily invites her friends because I know Emily's friends are going to be like Emily and they're going to be more like her, more like my perfect people that I want. That makes sense? I know that's kind of a non-answer, Emily. So I would just say this. You got to do you. You got to do you. If you're going to do something like that, make it be a bonus surprise, not an incentive to do it from the front, right? Make it be a surprise. Hey, thanks for doing this. You have invited 3 people into my group. I'm so very grateful. They're all awesome. What's your address? I'm sending you a gift card. That's how you do it. Then they'll invite more cool friends because they just think you're awesome and there's this whole connection there. But don't try not to incent them on the front end. It will skew what you get. Okay. Okay. Glad that makes sense. All right. I'm not seeing any other questions. So here's what I will say. If you have questions, if you're watching this on the replay, or if you're like me, you think, oh, I got this. I got all 5 of these. I'm ready to go. And then tomorrow you're like, wait, no, I don't got this. Okay, come back in here, type a comment, and I'll respond to you. You can always message me, and I'm happy to give you any additional tips. I've tried to be very available for all of you because I want you to be successful. I'm successful when you're successful, right? I want you to have wins because when you get wins, you're going to invite more people into this group. When you have wins, that's when you're going to sign up for my programs and my offers and my workshops and all of that because you can't get enough of the wins that I give you. So that is my job, and I take it very seriously. Okay. So know that if you got questions, ask them. Your question might actually help somebody else. We talked about that this morning on our Go Lively call. It's one thing to learn and consume content, but if you get so caught up in learning and you are learning what everybody else is putting out, and you're not taking the time to put some blinders on and stay focused and actually apply it and get stuff done, you're not going to get better at whatever it is you're working on. Okay. I like to pride myself on being a lifelong learner, but if you are only in learner mode and you are not in application mode, you're not going to move the needle forward fast enough. Okay. You didn't know you were going to get all this soapbox coaching from me. There you go. There's another nugget for you. So recognize that when you ask questions, you help other people. Sometimes that question sparks. We had, again, a call earlier this morning, Go Lively call. We were talking about how do you close your video. And several of these people had just done the training on how do you close your video. And they'd just been through it. And one of those 3 people said, okay, I'm just stuck here. I don't know how to make this connection. And so I rambled for a few minutes and all 3 of them went, oh, I got it. That's what I was missing. If she hadn't asked that question, those 3 people wouldn't have had those aha moments. So think about it like this. If you are resisting asking questions, if you're resisting posting in this group, realize how much that helps everybody else. So it's selfish not to ask. How do you like my logic there? Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. Your call to action today. If you have found value in this video, learning about how to grow your group, or found value in the engagement video that we did last week, and if you haven't watched that link is up above or down below, depending on which platform you're on. I would highly encourage you to watch that one if you've missed it, because getting them into your group is one thing. Getting them to engage and comment is a whole different science. And all of the sciencey stuff is what I do inside my Ignite Your Facebook group. And I have to tell you, I'm so excited about a teeny tiny pivot that I'm making with this program that I think is going to be huge. So one of the things that I have done up until this point is I've segmented my offers. So those of you that have been around for a while, you know that I have the Go Live League membership. I've got a Shine on Camera, which is all about video. Ignite has been all about Facebook group, and then I've done a little bit of work. I'm actually planning a new workshop that's around how do you spark your business and how do you figure out that sales funnel stuff that I talked about earlier. And what I realized over the weekend is Ignite your Facebook group is all of that. It needs to be all of that because all of that comes into play. And so I'm actually making Ignite your Facebook group longer. It's going to be a 12-week program. Oh, I'm so excited. And we're going to talk about all of that. So we're not only are we going to talk about these 6 strategies that help you move your Facebook group forward, we're going to talk specifically about how do you do live video effectively in your Facebook group. We're going to talk about how do you set up your business, your sales funnel into your Facebook group. How does your Facebook group become part of your sales funnel? Oh my gosh, it's going to be so awesome. I can't even stand it. I'm so excited. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a wait list only. I said this earlier. There's no commitment, no pressure. You can say no. You don't have to do it. But all of those people will get the details and a crazy price point on Monday. So even if you're just curious, even if you're just like, I just want to know what the price point is, sign up for the wait list. There's no discount. I mean, you get the discount. There's no pressure. I'm not going to come hunt you down and be like, you signed up for a wait list. Why are you not in my program? But it is the only place that discount's going to be offered. So get on the wait list. Okay. We are going to start the second week in March is the plan. Typically what I do is I wait until I have a good group of new people in. So, maybe five to 7 people. And then I'm going to coordinate with those 5 to 7 people and we're going to pick the day and the time that works. So there is a benefit to joining early so that you get to influence which day and what time do we meet on a regular basis. Okay. So another little incentive for you there. Okay. Let me just wrap up this. Let me see if there's any other questions. Hold on. Thank you. This was fantastic. You guys are all excited about the program and the wait list. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Let me just put this up here. Sorry, I forgot about this. The wait list here's the link. It's also linked. You should be able to click on it up above if you want it. Okay. Very, very quickly. What is coming up next? Next week, Thursday, same time, same place. We will be going over how to boost your group. You're going to get a sneak peek at all 6 of those gears, if you will. And it's all about how do you drive Facebook group success. It's going to be awesome. Awesome. It'll definitely be longer than 30 minutes, probably the full hour, I would guess. Okay. That's it. That's all I'm going to cover. I got other stuff, but you know what? I've been on way too long. So let me just say this, as a means of wrapping this up. I know what it feels like to struggle and to be frustrated with your Facebook group. You're putting all of this time and energy and focus in, and you're not getting anything back. And or you're getting all this engagement and nobody's buying. And that can even be more frustrating. Okay. So what I can say to you for certain is that you can and will turn this around. You can make this happen. You just don't know. You've never learned how. What are all of these 6 things? And why do I got to get all of these gears turning in order to move it forward? It all takes strategy and intention. You still got to drive it. You still got to do the work. I don't like to promise, take my course, don't do any of the action, and all of a sudden you'll have 5,000 members. It don't work like that. That's not reality. Okay. You got to implement the strategies that I'm going to teach you. But knowing that you can and will do this, that is how you transform your group into the one that you're dreaming about, the one that you talked about in the very beginning, where you were getting 10, 15, 20, 100 people joining your group each and every week. It's when you have all of those things, a well-oiled machine, strategically, intentionally, purposely, that's when the magic happens. All right. Thank you all for being here. See you next week. Bye, guys.